Tottenham Hotspur's out-of-favour English midfielder in Harry Winks is attracting a lot of attention from the likes of Southampton and Crystal Palace, and the two clubs are looking to sign the English midfielder who is set to leave Tottenham more than likely this summer. Harry Winks has seen little to no game time since the system change under Antonio Conte and since newly signed Rodrigo Bentancur has come in. Since Antonio Conte has changed his system and changed the tactical formation, and Harry Winks has just not seen enough game time and is ready to move on, and I do believe now is the perfect time for Harry Winks to move, and Crystal Palace and Southampton are the perfect teams for him to go to. Both newer teams on the rise, making brilliant moves always in the transfer market. Crystal Palace have now adopted a new transfer scheme that has gone brilliantly the past summer, and bringing in Patrick Vieira, this team has looked so good, and yes, I've adopted Crystal Palace as my other Premier League side. But what they have done really looks to my eye as they will bring in Harry Winks, just because I think it goes along perfect with what they did last summer. And I just want to say, looking at Tottenham and what Harry Winks brings to them, I do believe he is still a great baller. But if you look at what Tottenham already have, Giovanni Lo Celso is more than likely coming back from his loan at Villarreal. And then you have Tanguy Ndombele, who might be coming back and might not. I can't remember if there is a buy option, but I do believe he will stay at Olympique Lyon, in my personal opinion. You still have Rodrigo Bentancur, who just came in and who is playing very well in the Premier League. You have Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who is a brilliant midfielder, and as well as young English midfielder and Oliver Skip, who is at a very good year. There's no room for Harry Winks there anymore, and in the system that Antonio Conte has adopted at Tottenham in that 3-5-2, Harry Winks does not fit that system. I do believe it would be a better move for him to go to the likes of Crystal Palace or Southampton, and he would fit perfectly into this Crystal Palace midfield, in my personal opinion. This is the team I want to see him go to, is Crystal Palace. You look at Conor Gallagher, who unfortunately is on loan, and for Crystal Palace fans, I do believe is going to go back to Chelsea, especially with what's going on at Chelsea. I think there's going to be a lot of movement there, and I think they're going to have to go with a lot of youth, like we saw a couple of years ago under Frank Lampard. I believe Gallagher is going to go back to Chelsea, more than likely going to be a very highly influential player for them. But with Gallagher leaving, it leaves a huge gap in that midfield. And you got the likes of Will Hughes who can fill there, yes, as well. Eze, who's back in that midfield, and you have Kouyaté who's already sitting. For me, this midfield could be unbelievable in all English. You could have Eze, you could have Will Hughes, and you could have Harry Winks. Harry Winks is a fantastic player at playing progressive passes, threading it through the final third, and making those beautiful through balls, and hitting a long ball and a shot from distance. He is a great player at moving the ball through the thirds and getting the ball up the pitch. Per the 90, he gets 6.99 progressive passes, which puts him in the 97th percentile. It shows his passing range, and for me, Conor Gallagher has brought an amazing passing range to the Crystal Palace midfield and a great quickness and dynamism as well. I think Harry Winks would be a great fit to go into that midfield, whether it be sitting at the Kouyaté position or whether Will Hughes comes in and takes Conor Gallagher's position. Either way, Harry Winks would be a great signing, and I don't think he would cost you a crazy amount, and I think Crystal Palace could do great business there. For Southampton, they lack in the midfield department right now with Will Smallbone, Stuart Armstrong, James Ward-Prowse, Oriol Romeo, and Ibrahima Diallo. Yes, they don't have the biggest depth. One thing Crystal Palace does have in that midfield is depth with a lot of quality players. And I think it'd be a great addition once you see Conor Gallagher leave and go back to his lonely club, his home club in Chelsea. I think it'd be a perfect fit for Harry Winks to go there and fit right in. I think he'd be a fantastic signing, a perfect fit, and a guy who wouldn't cost you too much money. And like I said, I don't believe Tottenham will want to keep him. I do believe these rumors of him going to Southampton or Crystal Palace are very, very true and will happen. I think Crystal Palace is the team. You look at what they did last year in the summer transfer window. I think they're going to replicate it this summer and improve and keep on moving up the table. Such great young talent likes of Hudson Edouard, Wilfried Zaha. Yes, I know he's not young, but he's still a fantastic player. You have like some Michael Olise. You have a Will Hughes. You have some great players in this team, and it's going to keep getting better and better. I think Harry Winks will go to Crystal Palace, and I think he'd be the perfect replacement for Conor Gallagher going back to Chelsea. Let me know where you guys think Harry Winks will go. And if you guys believe this is true news for Harry Winks to leave Tottenham, because I think this is very much going to happen. He's out of favor and wants to leave the club. Will he go to Southampton? Will he go to Crystal Palace? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Make sure to drop a like and a sub on the channel, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.